What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are all enjoying your winter holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Yeah, it's been freaking cold here, and I think it's been one of the coldest weather we've had in a long time. And yeah, I just decided, what is better than having a nice, warm, comfort meal. Yeah, I was thinking about making some kind of soup noodle. I guess you can say it's like an Asian style. Something that, my mom usually makes. Doesn't take too much time to make. Very simple, very easy. Yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, so for the meal here, we're gonna just have some ingredients. So I got 2 onions, 4 potatoes, 2 carrots, some green onions, and of course, we got a whole chicken here. So it's gonna be a chicken soup. I think I'm going to use some vermicelli noodles. I have some left over in the fridge right now. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, here we go, guys. After I washed the veggies, what I did was I just cut them up. I just cut them up roughly. So I got the 4 potatoes cut up. I just cut them into squares. Some of them into thirds. Some of them into quarters, depending on the size of potatoes you got, how much you're going to put in. I just used 4 regular potatoes. Carrots, like I said, also roughly chopped up. The onions, just quartered them, both the onions quartered. I have some green onions just chopped up. I didn't use the bottom part of the green onion, like the stalk part there, because I'm going to throw it into the soup, or the soup base, so it just gets some flavor. But I will be putting some of the other green onions in, and some of it will be left aside for garnish. And also, what I didn't show you earlier is, with the chicken, normally what I do is I give it a good wash or rinse just before I put it in for the boil. So I got the water boiling here now. Had on high. Got the water boiling. What you're gonna do is put the chicken in. And then put it to a medium high, just so it doesn't boil over. Once the chicken's in, I have about 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of pepper. And I'm going to put in a little bit of sesame oil for flavor. About a teaspoon there. And then what you want to do, add your potatoes in, add all your veggies in, and just kind of let it cook down. You'll get lots of flavor in the veggies. And obviously, with the chicken cooking, you're going to get a nice broth. I got my potatoes, my carrots, now my onions, and then green onions, just for some flavoring. And the reason I said, bring it down to a medium high, or a medium heat, or sorry, a medium high heat, is you don't want it to boil over. As you can see, it is pretty full. You could use a bigger pot. It just takes a little longer to boil the water, and just if you don't have time, then go with something a little smaller. It'll save you a little bit of time. And yeah, pretty much that'll be it. Just let it simmer down. cook the chicken, all the veggies in there, and you're gonna have a nice soup base. Then I'll show you what I'm gonna do with the chicken after. So when you're cooking the broth or the soup, what you want to do is check on it periodically and skim off the foam. That way it'll just make your broth a little more clear. With all this foam on top, it is, I guess it's kind of like some of the impurity of the chicken, or there's some of the fat that's on top. So all you gotta do is just kind of run your ladle on top, skim off all of that foam there. Alright, so it's been roughly an hour since the chicken has been cooking. So I'm going to first I'm going to do a taste test. So it's a little under my likings for saltiness. So I'm going to put a little bit of fish sauce in. So remember, always taste test, add more salt or fish sauce, whatever you like, to make it to your likings, taste-wise. Like I said, everybody's going to have different tastes. They're going to like things a little more salty or maybe a little more bland. Whatever it is, just adjust to your liking. So I'm just going to stir this a little, so let's add a little bit of fish sauce in there. That's good. So what I'm going to do now is, since the chicken's been cooking in there for a while, I'm going to be taking the chicken out. Stir. And then just let it keep simmering. So I just put the other half chicken away. It is pretty juicy. The juices are running out. I don't know if you can see from that camera there, or that angle there. Then what I'm going to do is just cut this up into smaller pieces. It's so tender that when I cut it, the wing actually broke apart. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, I'm using a little bit of vermicelli noodles underneath. I just put the soup base in, or the soup in, some of the potatoes, some of the carrots, and let's put a little bit of green onions as garnish. And let's go taste it and see how it turned out. All right, let's get to eating. Let's see how this tastes. Let's taste the soup first. It's very good, very tasty. And I don't know if you can see, but the broth itself is very clear. So it's not like when you go to a restaurant, you know, they might put other things in it like MSG and stuff like that. We'll see the soup base is a little cloudy. If you're making soup from home or broth from home, it's most likely going to be clear. The most important thing is that straining part of it. Earlier when I was using the ladle to get rid of like the impurities of the chicken or the chicken fat, whatever it is, that tends to make the soup a little cloudy itself. So let's dig in. Let's take the first bite here and see. So I'm gonna get some noodle, some soup. Very good. And honestly, on a cold day like this or during the winter, this is the best. Like, keeps you nice and warm. It's pretty healthy itself because it's just chicken. Like you saw the ingredients I used: potato, carrots, onion, green pepper. Sorry, not green pepper, green onion. So yeah, I mean, it's very healthy. It's pretty simple to make. Besides, you know, putting everything into the pot and boiling it, or bringing it to a boil and making the soup. Potato and the carrots have a lot of flavor. Let's try the chicken. Very tender, very juicy. That piece I just had right there was the breast. It's not dry. I'm not a huge fan of chicken breast. Normally, I guess just because it's a little too dry for me. I'm more of like a dark meat guy, where it's a little more juicy. But yeah, this was really good. Wasn't dry at all. Very tender, still very juicy. I guess that's what it's going to be like when you're boiling the chicken, or when you're making a soup with the chicken itself. And like I said, if the flavors aren't there, it's a little, you know, a little bland for you or whatever, you can always add and adjust. Like to me, I think I tend to eat towards a little more the bland side. So make sure you always adjust your soup, seasoning of your chicken. I didn't season it because I think it actually tastes pretty good just like this. I know some people might not like boiled chicken, but if you don't, here, I got a trick for you. Just give me 1 second. So what you do is, if your chicken's a little bland, get a little bit of hoisin sauce and a little bit of sriracha. Mix them up so you get a little bit of a, I guess, sweet and spicy. So hoisin sauce is a little bit like a sweet. It's on a little sweeter side. So let's check this out. So if you find that your chicken doesn't have enough flavor, get a sauce. Just dip your chicken in. So good. Some people also like to put the hoisin sauce into the noodle soup. Gives it a little more flavor, a little different. Put a little bit of sriracha in as well if you like spicy. If you don't put it in. I know my brother, he loves putting hoisin sauce into his soup noodles. And by the way, like, you don't have to use vermicelli noodles for this particular dish. You can put like egg noodles, you can use pasta if you want to, whatever you feel like eating or what you want to eat, that's what you put in. You can always adjust, like I said in the other video, always adjust to your likings, to what you want to eat, flavor wise and everything. Yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. I try to do a little more, show you a little more of like the cooking process and stuff like that. I know the last video I did might have been a little too simple. Maybe you guys didn't like it. But anyways, let me know. Try this recipe out or try this dish out. Comment down below. Let me know if you guys like the videos I've been doing or not. If you do, pound that like button. Subscribe. Smack that button. And yeah, like I said, put the comments down below. Good comments, bad comments, I don't really care. Whatever I can use to improve on, you know, my content and stuff like that, that'd be great. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to finish this up. And yeah, and try to stay warm. You guys try to stay warm too. So remember, like, subscribe, comment down below. See ya. Oh, almost forgot. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. And that second half of the chicken, tomorrow I will make something with it. I'm just going to think of what I can make with it. And yeah, so it'll be a second dish, meal, whatever it is with that second half. Yeah, hopefully, you know, 1 chicken, 2 dishes, 2 meals, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so stay tuned. I almost forgot about that second half. But yeah, stay tuned to the videos that I'm going to be putting out. And yeah, you'll see what I'm going to do with the second half of the chicken. Later.